Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today now to revisit the new Danger Room that has been revised with some key changes here, as you'll see. Also, once again, featuring Fantastic Four. But guys, I've already had a run real quickly, haven't completed it, but already a lot more smoother and a lot more fair than last time. Very, very similar in terms of packs, but they have decreased the cost of some things, as you can see. I actually just did a run at difficulty 10. I already amassed 80 of these coins here because of the fact that if you're able to get through it quicker, or at least take down some of those enemy waves, we're able to accumulate quite fast, and that's how you snowball. And it does feel a lot better already from the last time we ran this. So guys, for the purpose of video, I just want to showcase what's working for us. And again, the game plan is always to accumulate as much as you can to get the edge. But to be honest, I don't think we're going to be needing some of these final packs as you see down here just to increase our chances of finishing the event overall, as it does feel a lot better already. A key one that we took advantage of before was Accursed Allies gaining 1 energy on kill. This really benefited the Accursed team, but more importantly, if you have a character built up like Blade, you'll see that damage is going to be very, very key here, just to kind of steamroll and snowball effect here. So let's get started. Let me show you just a quick run here. Highly recommend. If you guys have Fantastic Four, it's going to be centered around them. So obviously you see I've built them up for Arena, but they can provide a lot of value for this game mode. Now, I recommend bringing in characters at the beginning like Invisible Woman, in addition to characters like Blade. Reason being is because they're able to at least whip out a lot of damage. Now, mind you, these characters here aren't going to be able to sustain themselves because they don't have energy regeneration, but they're going to allow you to at least go through, you know, 3 or 4 battles, and that's going to allow you to get some of those golden points that we care about to ensure that we're able to kind of build up on that momentum, right? So you can see here, this is the reason why I like characters like Invisible Woman and Blade, because of the fact that even though they don't have synergy with each other, they have high damage. And especially if you build them up for Gear Tier 20, either for Arena or either for Age of X, either way, offensive characters at the beginning are going to be better. And then you want to see how these care packages and cards line up along the way, right? Maybe there's an opportunity that where we can actually get some energy regeneration. And oh, by the way, loving these new splash arts, guys. Blastar is looking amazing, and as you can see in the background there. But anyways, the one thing that's key as well is making sure that you're being mindful of energy, because Blade and Invisible Woman, unfortunately, they don't have a lot of energy regeneration, right? Whereas in the past Danger Rooms, when we can use the Vigilante team, we had opportunities where the synergy of them were able to replenish what was going on. So that's why we got to be careful a bit. But you know, there's some things here like evasion. Invisible Woman allows us to be able to grant stealth to herself, so that's kind of nice. There's some things here and there. And what's going to be you know, really important is for you to go through some of these care packages here, and maybe you get some key characters like Hyperion. Remember, he's part of the Thunderbolts team, and to be honest, I don't know if this can be done with Thunderbolts, but we're just trying to add up anything that's going to allow us to at least finish some more battles here and amassing those points, because that's the key here, right? So this is why I like Invisible Woman. We see that we haven't used her ult now, so we can just easily use some of these big abilities to clear these waves. And just like that, guys, just like that, we've already got 30-40% of those gold coins that we've already amassed in total. That's how I've been able to build it up. Now, again, could you do this maybe in one run at the very beginning? Perhaps, but you know, might as well enjoy the process here, and at the same time, see which runs give you some of the best cards to handle here, right? Because at the same time, if you do get some of these really lucky ones, that's when we can take advantage of it, right? So ally with the highest damage applies bleed to all enemies. I like that. It gives a little bit of more extra DPS. And again, if we get lucky with some of these battles, they're very straightforward. But I really like bringing in Sue and Blade initially, just because, like I said, there's going to be some really good damage here. And they can clean up some of these waves. I think this is a good one to capitalize on Blade's ultimate because of how strong Black Knight is. And as you can see, the one shot there. But again, guys, remember, I have Blade at Gear Tier 20. So he's built up, he's invested in. So there's going to be some opportunities to take advantage of high offensive damaging characters. So this is a good one. If there's 3 or fewer allies in combat, gain an extra ability energy. So that's what I'm talking about. Now we can actually take advantage of taking more of these waves down. But at the same time now, we have a way to actually generate ability energy. Now keep in mind too, guys, we don't really have any sustain for this team. We're really basically just going off of, you know, finishing off characters here and trying to essentially kill them before they kill us, right? And that's kind of the name of the game at the very beginning. Once you're able to compound some of those big golden ones there, or maybe some really lucky packs, and that's kind of the name of the game. If you're able to do that, you might see that during a run, you might get some really good cards that you can take advantage of, and it just snowballs, right? So in the meantime, right now, it does seem pretty good. You can see we just started off. We're not doing anything special right now. We just brought in some key offensive options as an example. Could you have brought in Franklin Richards to suit? Absolutely. It's just really dependent on how you feel like your playstyle is going to be. I do feel like starting off with Fantastic Four, it might be a little bit more squishier than you imagine. So I do like the way that we're going right now, is because we're going to be able to take advantage of some key damage dealers. And then now you have this opportunity. Check this out. Now I feel better. I'm going to bring in my Franklin. And then let's take a look at some of the cards too. I do feel like my team is a bit on the squishier end, especially some of these characters are up against. So let's get some safeguard, let's get some extra resistance. But you can see, guys, it hasn't even been 6 minutes here at the time of recording, and just look how far we're already getting. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. It already feels a lot more smooth than the last Danger Room that we ran. And on top of that too, you can see how well we're doing, and we have these big ultimate abilities that are able to clear waves. If you're able to get some cards where it generates a lot of ability energy, that's going to be key, because that's going to be the problem. We're going to be using all these ultimate abilities, but it does kind of strap us in a precarious position, because we may not be able to obviously go ahead with some cooldowns in the next match. But you can see we can clean these guys up no problem, and thankfully we are generating some ability energy here and there. Because of us being in that three-piece team synergy. But yeah, you can see how much more, it just feels more reasonable, very similar to how Old Man Logan was in that X-Men run. Not as easy, obviously, because Old Man Logan can basically solo everything, but you can see here we're doing not too bad. And again, now we're just going to be focusing on some key abilities here just to keep it going, and some care packages along the way. Oh, and look at that, you can even claim now Mr. Fantastic. So technically I could actually bring in my Fantastic Four 3-piece, right? But I don't know if I want to do that just yet, guys, just because of the fact that this might be the end here. This looks like a pretty massive wave, so we'll see how our abilities do. I don't even know if I actually have my ultimates ready to go here, so this might actually be it for us. But we'll go ahead. There's a Quasar now included on this event, so just something to be on the lookout for there, guys. You might want to take him down, just with him being the most recently added character, newer and probably more powerful than everybody else. But as you can see there, guys, we're not doing too shabby. And that's exactly why I love Blade. Just look at how much damage he's doing. And again, the shortfall of this team right now is that we just don't have energy regeneration, but you can get that supplemented with some of the cards. So you can see here, they easily just wipe us out right there. So this might be the end here. But again, guys, that's the beauty of the Danger Room. That's just us going through the progress here, and making much successes as we can, and that way it's going to lead to more points that we can take advantage of. So hope this helps you guys out. Definitely feels already way smoother, and this was difficulty 10, keep in mind, right? So do let me know what you guys think in comments below. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.